What is up, everyone? This is Erica from the House of Kaine. Today's episode is me and Shannon. And when I tell you, the initial topic was supposed to be mental health and the culture and also the idolization with it and how it affects people who really suffer from mental health. That was the initial topic. However, we did not get to discuss it. We talked about everything but that. We talked about Shannon's mom making cakes. We talked about the fact that I brush my teeth every hour. We talked about a lot of things. But yeah, if you have nothing better to do, go ahead and listen. But I am so sorry we got way off topic. But hey, just listen.
Uh,
You good?
yeah, I'm good now. That that was probably God intervening and saying, "Girl, get off this damn recording right now," because I was losing my shit and the thing hung up. Oh my God, these kids act like I'm the only person in the house. Sometimes I swear. Well, CJ's not here; he's at work. But
Okay, well, there you go.
nigga, when CJ is here, it's like he does not exist. I swear CJ has an invisible cloak or something, man. I swear to God, because these kids will be downstairs chilling. CJ will be on the couch, less than 20 feet away, and them dudes will walk upstairs and ask me to come downstairs to give them something. And I'm like, what part of the game is this? Because like y'all literally walk past CJ.
Told him, excuse me.
ah, I
Excuse me, daddy.
man, I
This nigga get by here. This nigga go upstairs and ask mommy something.
like I'm just like, dude, seriously? Oh my gosh. Anyways, so yes, okay. Well, I don't know what I did, but I guess we'll figure out in 2 years what I did wrong in that text exchange. But what do you mean by? Well, the reason why I delayed it is because when I initially read it, I mean, I read it as you being like a little, you know, mm,
No, go
mad
ahead and
or
say it. No, go ahead and
tense.
say
You seemed a little, you seemed a little tight. So I kind of was like, ooh, let me let him handle whatever fire that is he's trying to put out. Because you sounded a little spicy. You said motherfucker, and I just got here, and I'm just like, wow, okay, all righty. Don't be the token angry black man at work, man, because you know.
Oddly enough, I sounded just like you sounded just a minute ago. So I
How did I
totally understand.
look here? That wasn't anger. That
Oh,
wasn't
it
anger.
wasn't?
No, bro. My kids are savages, man. They be like, "Oh, your kids are so cute." I'm like, "Come babysit them. 10 minutes, I'd give you tops." And, and y'all be dropping their little high yellow behinds. Back off. They are savages, man. They really are. It's like the lighter they are, the more fucking headache they give. Cause oh my god, never had these problems with Kayla. Kayla was my perfect child. But anyway, I love them still. But, yeah, they just need to give me 2 minutes to myself. Ah, but anyways, so how are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. Just it's cold, but it's not freezing. So I'm dealing with that, man. Cool.
Were you affected? Like, did you have any power outages or anything?
Yeah, for
Ooh.
long periods of time
At home or at work?
at home. I couldn't get to work.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's a well.
and the power was out at work too, anyway. So I mean, not that they didn't try to get us to go to work. You think you can go in and check on the? I don't know, man. If I can get out in the
Oh,
garage,
right? Like, well, technically you can, but I get it. They didn't need to know that there is there's a switch that you can do.
oh, I know
Like
it is. I mean, you open
that
the
they don't.
switch and let the garage door up, and then slide down the driveway and
Yeah,
hope not to back into
die.
anybody else's car. that type
Yeah.
of thing.
Well, let me tell you something. I felt horrible because but no, what I was saying is that I made a conscious effort to not log on to Facebook apparently when this shit was
Yeah.
happening. And then I log on and I see like all these people complaining about no power. And I was like, man, what are they talking about? I had no idea. And the reason why is because, I don't know if I told you, I have to sleep on a CPAP machine. I have central
Yeah.
sleep apnea. So there's like a standing order on my electricity where they can't cut me off because I have medically necessary equipment. Had no damn clue. No clue. We had water, electricity, and everything. We were good. But check this out. My kids were complaining because the damn Wi-Fi was
Oh
slow.
wow.
So it's like I was like, you know what? A part of me kind of wanted to have that struggle just so these kids can realize, like, y'all really need to learn how to be quiet and just appreciate what y'all got. Because, yeah, they were complaining because of the Wi Fi being slow. And there's people out there flooded,
It was
freezing,
crazy because,
you
like,
name it.
I mean, the power was out, obviously, and it was cold, and I was like, man, this is bullshit, and I don't know, we dealing with this or whatever. But man, when you log into like social media and like the Nextdoor app, I was on that religiously, and man, people were
Hmm.
like, I don't have water, I hadn't had power the whole time. I was at least getting, you know, 90 minutes, and then it'll go out for like 4 hours, and then it'll come back on. So you just got to kind of time it. Man, people's power went out Monday, and that was it. It was just gone.
Yeah.
And then they started with the water and shit, and then they were talking about the pipes and the freezing pipes and people's houses flooded. I was like, man, we were lucky.
Yeah, we really were. Yeah, because all that day I kept getting people like they would text me, "Hey, Erica, you good?" And I was like, I had again no idea what was going on. I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." I thought they were checking on me because of the whole me having shingles shit. I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay." Like I was like, "What the?" Like what the fuck is like? I was like, "Shit, am I getting ready to die?" I mean, I got like four people back to back just texting me at the same time. Hey, Erica, you good? You good? Nobody indicated like power. That was the message I was getting. His Hey, Erica, you good? I was like, damn, is CJ plotting to kill me or some shit? Like, what the fuck is going
What do y'all know? What do you?
on? Yeah, I was like, what's going on? Till finally, it took one of my friends who's in Houston. You know, he was checking and seeing how I was doing, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. How are you? He was like, man, I've been without power since Monday, and I was like, why did you? Man, I was like, I know he can pay the bill. I was like, why are you without power? Dude, I felt so damn ignorant. I was like, oh my God. We're in a like we're in a disaster and Erica has no clue.
Just chilling.
I'm just sitting there
Yeah.
chilling. Yeah, just chilling. Like, okay. All right, sucks to be you. Nah, no, at no point did I say that. I just in my mind I was like, I am truly blessed. And then it didn't help that my mother, like, my family wasn't affected either because, well, with the exception of my in-laws. Because they live near hospitals.
Yeah.
So I guess apparently, if you live near hospitals or police stations or fire trucks, fire stations, you're not affected. So like I would be calling my mom would be like, yeah, I'm good, but she lives right by a hospital.
Yeah.
So we were definitely blessed in that aspect. I guess God had us covered. I wish we would have made use of that, but we didn't. We just sat here, you know,
I mean,
doing stuff.
the thing
Anyway,
about that was like, yeah, there was other people that had, sustained power, and but the way the roads and stuff was, I mean, we gonna take a chance and slide down in the ditch trying to get to somebody else's house. It was just, man, just had to kind of sit
yeah,
here and go as far as you can. Which here, the coldest it got, like upstairs it was 49, and then downstairs it was
uh huh,
like 55. So it wasn't like terrible. Of course, it felt terrible, but
yeah,
I mean, all in all, it wasn't as bad as some people had it or still got it. Because I still like, even yesterday at work, talking to coworkers and stuff, like, man, I ain't had plumbing since Monday. Like,
Oh my
We're
God.
going next door. We're going down the street. We're trying to find places to use the bathroom. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, no, we good over here. I ain't even gonna complain.
Yeah, man, it makes you stop freaking
Yeah,
complaining. Cause man, I don't know. A house full of we got 6 people in this house and no plumbing. I mean, I don't know. I don't think we could
right,
handle that.
right.
Yeah, but yeah, like what we were piggybacking off last time is we were talking about mental health and just basically how there are some that really do suffer from it and they kind of suffer in silence. Whereas, and then we have this new culture where it's almost like everyone feels like, they are like suffering from some type of mental illness. And sometimes I feel like it is a slap in the face for those that really truly are suffering from things. I mean, these are things that they've been suffering from since teenage, young adult years. And now that is the new culture is for people to say, oh, well, I suffer from anxiety or what is it now? The emotionally dependent dogs and shit or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm just like, wow, like, I don't know. So I think that's what we were talking about last. If you wanted to,
I just think, and not to discount anybody's experience with it, but I feel like everybody has a little bit of something.
oh
Like I have
yeah,
a little bit of dyslexia, just like it's not
hmm
across the board. I have just a little bit, and just like anxiety, like
hmm
there's a little bit of anxiety that you get just from normal day to day stuff. But I feel like
oh yeah,
somebody, man, like this line is taking too long at Kroger or something like that. Like, oh, my anxiety is acting up. Hey, man, like
no, that,
chill out. Like we're all anxious. We're all holding ice cream
right?
or whatever.
I know,
It's
right?
not that bad for you, sir. Like chill out. So yeah, I mean, everybody just wants to be part of a club. They want to be part of a
oh
group.
yeah,
And everybody wants to, with none of the persecution that comes with it, just only the benefits. It's just like everybody wants to be black. It is so
that's a whole nother topic, but yeah, we're not gonna go there today. That might be a topic when we have Mr.
oh
Rowe
yeah, we got
on
to
the.
pull a row on that one.
We gotta add Rowe to that one. Boy, that I really do like. I appreciate people like Ro though. I really do. Like I give him a hard time, so I be wondering if I be pissing him off outside of everything. But it's really just all in fun and games, and I just like provoking conversations. Like we don't have to agree, and I think that's what irritates me sometimes when we deal with like social media and things like that. Is I feel like people expect us all to
Right.
agree. Like, and if we don't agree, it's kind of like we get canceled or chastised or whatever,
Everything is hard. It's
because
hard
yeah.
line. Like you got to be on one side or the other of things, and it's not like that. You have to have some nuance in there, and
Oh yeah.
so it's very rare that somebody is just a complete monster. You know,
Yeah.
it's and a lot of contributing factors goes into the way somebody reacts or the type of stuff that they do if they commit a crime or these heinous type things. They
Mhm.
automatically want to label them. This is what it is. But
Oh yeah.
there's gray area. You always have to examine what goes into a person being like that, and it's the
Yeah.
political parties and vanilla versus chocolate, Arby's versus Wendy's. Like it's just
Right. Oh my
some
gosh.
people like Arby's. Just let them like it, man.
Yeah, for real. Because obviously somebody like them, they asses is in business, and I've never seen anyone in line at Arby's on
Never,
everything. I've never,
never.
never, not once. I'm like, okay, somebody's in there selling some crack, and they just don't want to admit it. But
Somebody said it's a
yeah,
front for drug profits. It has to be
it
like.
has it. I mean, because there's no,
I will
there's
say though,
no nothing.
years and years ago, because working in a doctor's office, the pharmaceutical reps they bring lunch and stuff. They're peddling their goods, so they have to feed you.
Oh yeah.
So somebody brought
Mhm.
Arby's sandwiches in there, and not the like the roast beef sandwiches, but like their Just their plain like turkey and cheese sandwiches on just wheat bread or whatever. Okay, them
Uh-huh.
sandwiches was good. Now I would never
Oh
go to an
yeah.
Arby's to purchase one, but man, those sandwiches hit.
Yeah,
But I'm
they do. You know what? A while back when I was pregnant with Kayla, they used to do these chicken sandwiches, like kind of like a fried chicken sandwich or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
with with this thick bacon. Like, oh my god, they used to make the best like little chicken sandwiches or whatever, and they don't make them anymore. But that was probably the first and the last time I ever gave Arby's any of my money because it was good. Their fries are off the chain
Yeah, them
too, but
fries are good.
nah, man. Yeah. But give me a second. Doing eyeliner. I can't talk and do my eyes at the same time. Trying to multitask. Yes, but
Are you just putting on makeup for the sake of putting on makeup, or
no, I have. I actually have somewhere to go. I'm gonna ski my way to Sephora. Nah, but no, this is what happened. Craziest shit ever. So I wanted some AirPods Max, right?
right?
They were kind of hard to find, and I was half asleep. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I sleep shop. Horrible, horrible, horrible thing to do because I bought 5 pair of these damn AirPods Max. So yeah, I gotta return it before the bill comes, and CJ probably kicks my black ass.
Why would you
So
buy
yes,
five?
I don't
You've
know,
already
but
explained it. You already explained it.
I was asleep though. I was half sleep. I shop when I'm half sleep. I'm not even joking.
So put the
Like,
phone down.
yeah,
Like
I do. I tell Kayla all the time. I'll send Kayla a text and be like, "Hey, come get my phone," because like I will start doing buying stuff and saying stuff. I mean, you see my Twitter. I mean, like it's just ridiculous. I can't. It's like I already don't have a filter, but at night something clicks and says, "Erica, say dumb shit all night," and that's exactly what I'll do. I'll say dumb shit.
I have
But
found
yeah.
myself getting up
Anyways,
first thing in the morning and just kind of see going through your Twitter feed just to see.
yes, you got to catch it before I delete it. Now I ain't deleted it in a minute, but yeah, you got to catch it before I delete it. Here's something very funny that I ain't gonna say that. I gotta tell you that later. I can't say that now. Can't say that.
Let's circle back to these AirPods Max. So they're just Beats.
Yes.
They're
So the
Beats headphones with Apple on the side of them.
no, no, sir. These joints are no. I have some Studio Pros
Yeah,
from the Beats collection. Nah, man. And I don't know what it is. Like I used to joke and say, man, them things look dumb. They look very goofy ass
yeah.
fucking headphones. Them headphones are so comfortable, man. They are so comfortable, you know. And I love them. I did not think I would like them, but I absolutely do. I do like them, and I found myself picking them up more than my Beats, more than my AirPods Pro. You know, because I mean, I think I actually killed a pair of my AirPods Pro, so I might need to buy me some more. They get real staticky. What does that mean? Does that mean I blew them out? I guess.
Man, I don't know.
So
I've
yeah,
only
it's
had
time.
these. I'm coming up on a year. Yeah, it'll be a year in May.
Which ones?
The AirPods Pro.
Yeah, mine.
They just
Mine
act
are starting that
weird.
staticky.
They just act weird sometimes. It's such a. But I changed phones
Yeah.
too. Like the first phone I attached them to, they work fine. But once I got this second phone, like I think it gets confused sometimes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. We're not gonna even get into it because man, my MacBook Pro is acting a damn nut. I'm like, I spent over $2,000 on this damn equipment and and I'm getting that color wheel, that little circle of death.
Oh
I'm like,
no.
dude. Yeah, so I don't know. Of course, I'm outside of warranty, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with that one. But yeah, we got off topic, but
We
it's
did.
cool,
We
whatever.
did.
But yeah, I have to, like when it comes to whole social, the mental illness thing, it's almost like a popularity contest,
Yeah. Who
you
has it
know,
worse off?
and it's exactly. And when I be hearing people talk, because I really don't, I said I was going to start being more transparent. I'm sure that most people who are close to me know that nigga, I got some screws loose. But like when people first meet me and or when I'm in my nursing field, nursing mode or whatever, I put all that on the back burner and it's nurse Erica, professional Erica, you know what I mean? And when I be hearing people and I have severe anxiety, I have to have X, Y, and Z, and I'm looking at them like, nah, nigga, you just an asshole. I mean, like, let's just be real. You just being nitpicky, you being an asshole, but what else? Like, I got to do these orders, so let me go ahead and do it. And it's ridiculous, but I don't know. I really kind of hate that because it's like sometimes when I find myself even when I'm on my regular doctor visits, I'm like questioning myself, like, damn, did I sound too crazy, or do I sound like do I need to it's almost like
Like
a damn interview or something for a movie. You're like, damn, did I lose it?
like
Or
if you have a maid or something or somebody that come or you
yeah,
getting your house clean, do you clean up ahead of them before they come clean it? Like you don't want them to think that you're too dirty. You just
it's the exact it's the exact same thing. And yes, I do. And well, I don't clean before the maid get here for that reason because I mean CJ hates. He feels like I'm not a clean person, but reality, it's not that I'm not a clean person because I'm very clean. I'm damn near germaphobe. It's just that I have a lot of stuff. So like when I pull out makeup, I do my makeup and I have this horrible habit of just leaving. And then when I come back home, makeup is everywhere. And I'm just like, oh my God, why didn't I pick this shit up before I left? And I don't feel like doing it. So guess what I do? I just shove it into a bucket and be like, okay, I'll put it up eventually. CJ hates that with a passion, but I don't feel like that's being like dirty. I feel like that's just being lazy. I'll just be 100%. It's just me being
yeah,
lazy. Don't feel like fucking with it right
right.
then. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I do clean before the maid get here, and then, but yeah, and it's funny you mentioned that because yeah, I recently had neuroplectic malignant syndrome. Right, it's a basically like I was on these medications that can kind of stabilize some things or whatnot, and but it got to the point where I was on so much stuff that dude, I was I was so zoned out and nonchalant, like it wasn't even funny. Like it'll be a damn dumpster fire going on in this house, and I'll just be sitting there chilling, like, okay, well, all right, it's time to go to sleep, type shit. Like, I mean, nothing was phasing me at all. Period.
Because of the medication.
I was having issues. Yeah, because I mean, nothing bothered me. When I tell you, like, I was just so nonchalant, like nothing mattered. CJ would be over there panicking because we have nothing to eat, and I'm looking at him like, okay, you know, it's not a big deal. But then again, CJ's very, I don't know what it is with food. My husband's very particular with food. Like, it's like, I feel like that's 80% of our conversation is about food. What are we going to eat? What do you want
That's
to
just
eat? And
relationships. I'm telling you, that's just relationships,
it
man.
really is.
Like
It really is.
you spend all your
Well, I
time
hate
trying
that.
to figure out what you're gonna eat. That's why you gain weight when you're in a relationship because I mean the very center of
Yeah,
what you all do is what are you gonna eat.
exactly.
And otherwise, shit, you just
Now,
kind of living it up when you single, man. You eat one or two times a day or whatever. You forget to eat sometimes or whatnot, but you constantly have that person reminding you, "Hey, man, what are we gonna eat for
hmm
dinner? Oh, I want to make this for breakfast. Hey, I saw this new pizza.
yeah, nigga, yeah, let's order three of them. I mean, like, but see, that was the thing. I think because I put on some weight during, our relationship. But when it finally just got to the point where I was like, okay, CJ, like, damn, you're going to have to roll me out of bed after a while if you keep doing this shit. And I was like, I'm trying to tell this dude I'm not a heavy eater. I don't eat breakfast. Breakfast for me is a cup of coffee. That's it. I'm more of a snacker and I'm not a heavy eater. I don't even really like red meat. I don't like meat, period. When I cook, I wear gloves. Like that's how ridiculous it is. I hate fucking touching meat. Anything raw, I don't like it. Nope. Well, anyways, yeah, I don't I don't like meat. So, I had to explain that to my husband because like he cooked these exorbitant meals and get mad when I didn't want to eat it. So I was like So I used to just, for the sake of him, I used to eat it, and then I'd be miserable. I'm
Yeah,
talking about to the
it
point
makes you
where I'd
sick,
be
especially if you
like,
don't eat red meat. Like if you don't really eat red
yeah,
meat and then you eat it, man,
oh
yeah,
my
you can't.
gosh,
Nah.
yeah. I'm like, bro, I'm eating all this right now, and I'm about to go throw it up in a minute. And and it used to also irk the fuck out of me because he used to be like, "We'll drink something, it'll help it go down." I'm like, that's the worst. That is the worst thing you can tell a person when they're about to throw up is to drink something. Are you fucking serious? Like, yes. So, man, there are so many things. I don't know. Me and CJ, we have our differences, but what I will say is CJ's very he's very patient and understanding. But there's times that I'm just like, all right, you're gonna find out in a minute what I'm talking about. And he'll be like, now he doesn't even bother me with it. It's more like, all right, well, what are we gonna eat? Like as we as in the kids and I, because you ain't gonna eat shit. And that, I mean, and that's exactly how it should be. Because I don't eat a lot, you know? I mean, I do feel that there's this thing, you know, where people are obsessed with food. And I think that's something that I'm not saying CJ is. I think he might be, but I do feel like some people they it's not really eat to live. They live to eat. And I'm just like,
Um,
I
I'm
can't. Like I'm just
I'm
one of those
guilty.
people.
I'm really guilty of that. I'm a foodie. I'm a fat guy, like in disguise. I love food. I love food. I like cooking different stuff. I like eating different foods.
Yeah.
I only travel to eat. Like any travel plans that are made from anybody, my first question is, what kind of
Are you
food do they have?
serious?
Yeah, like I only travel to eat. So if we're going somewhere, I map out all the
that
restaurants. Oh, they have this
that
there.
is
Yeah, it
sad.
really is. But that's what I do.
Bro.
My
That's
best
sad.
friend is the same way,
That's sad.
and it's crazy when we get
Uh-huh.
together. I mean, we are cooking meals like we're doing the most on this, just the most ridiculous shit. When we go out to eat, there's a whole table full of food. It's just us two. We got five entrees. And
Y'all are
it is
ridiculous.
ridiculous. It's terrible.
Like it is. Like I don't see how people can do that. Like seriously, there's I don't know. And when I see people like that, I used to wonder, I'm like, well damn, were they deprived of food when they were young? And then I later learned, I'm like, nah, CJ wasn't deprived of food. So I was like, well, why the fuck is he so obsessed with what are we gonna eat? And then I realized that I mean that's just how some people are. They just,
I
I
think
don't
with
know.
me, it
I
was
don't know.
like my dad never wanted to go out to eat ever. He never wanted to go out to eat. He never wanted fast food or whatever. So fast food and stuff like that was always a treat to me. And it would
Oh really?
outside of my home, like if you went with your godparents or like your cousin or your uncles or something like that, and they was like, "Oh, we're just gonna stop at McDonald's and get something." Man, I am so excited because at home I'm eating, and I
Wow.
had no clue until I got grown and out the house and started realizing like my mom slaved in the kitchen every day cooking 3 meals. Like that was the greatest
Yeah.
thing because nobody else did that. Everybody grew up on corny dogs and chicken pot pie and
Oh
stuff like
yeah.
that or whatever. They didn't, and they went out to eat all the time. So like home cooked
Wow.
meals, that was crazy. My mom made a dessert every week. Like she would just make cakes and stuff. And I'm talking about like Thanksgiving quality stuff. She would just make on a Tuesday because we ran out of the peach cobbler.
Yeah.
Let me make a pound cake or something like that.
Are you
And
serious?
I had no
Wow.
clue until like high school, and my friends would come over and say, "Man, what kind of cake did your mom make?" Like, man, why y'all tripping off this cake, bro? It's just cake,
I know.
whatever.
Man, I'm not even. I hate saying this because I'm not talking negative about my mother, but shit, I can't remember any time we've ever had cake, nigga. I mean, I know we had like, I think, I think we might have like a box cake, and like when I was about 14 or 15, I learned how to make them. But like, my mom was, and it's funny because she really can. My mom can cook her ass off. She
Right.
really can. She can. But nigga, she wasn't for whatever reason. She was not cooking. Like she cooked maybe once, or you know what? This is another thing, and I think it's funny because my brother hates leftovers to this day, and I think I know why. Because this is how my mom used to do. My mom would cook like in bulk.
Yeah.
Like she'd cook something, and we got to eat that shit for like 2 or 3 days
Yeah.
straight.
There is food in there.
So now, yeah. Oh my god, that was what I heard every day. There's food in there till. Oh my god, worst shit ever. But I mean, but hey, my mom she was a single mother. My parents divorced when they were 9, and even before that, my dad wasn't there. He was out there. So like it's not that's why I was like, it's not to speak down about her, but I mean she did what she could. She worked a lot. So yeah. I mean, stuff like that happens, you don't realize how
You
blessed
really
you
don't.
are. I mean, I was definitely one of those yeah, I was a key latch kid, but at the same time, like I used to have a little bit of resentment towards my mom, like when I learned, especially when I learned what other kids were getting at home, and I was like, I go home to an empty house every day. Like, why? There are times that I literally only saw my mom when she was
Yeah.
asleep. And I used to be very angry at my mother because of that. And I had to learn that, I mean, she had to do what she had to do. She really did. So she still could have made she could have made me a cake.
She's still tripping off this cake.
She could have made me a cake though, man. Like, come on, man. A cake. Just one. Follow the instructions, throw it in the oven. There you go. Nah, we didn't have that. We did not. But yeah. And one of the things that is crazy as shit is, how do you feel like being a parent has changed? Like, just because, let me tell you, how my mother was, it's like you saw all these things you didn't like, and then it's like you chose to do it. And now what I'm learning is that I've over exaggerated a lot
Yeah.
of things that I
Yeah.
wanted. Yeah. Kayla has let it be known that, because I'm one of those moms, her friends love me. They love me. They act like I'm one of them. Till sometimes I'm just kind of like, I'm not one of y'all. I'm damn near 40. Like, y'all are not even
Yeah.
20 yet. Like, y'all don't even know what it is. But her friends love me, but I used to find myself thinking that, Kayla was kind of embarrassed by me. And then I learned it's because, her friends loved me because their parents weren't like as heavily as involved, invested in their kids like I was with Kayla. But then I realized that I was kind of doing it in excess. Like, I mean, I don't, I don't know.
Because
Like, I guess I was doing way too
you
much, but
overcompensating for
yeah,
what you didn't have. And
yeah, and
I think, like, in a lot of ways I'm just like my parents, and then in other ways I'm not. Just in certain things, some things I picked up from them, and it's just I couldn't deny it. It is what it is. But then other shit, like, my my parents wouldn't give me shoes like Jordans and shit like that. They thought spending over a hundred
oh my
dollars
God, yeah.
for tennis shoes was stupid. We could be putting that money towards something else or whatever. You get these Nikes that are like $40, and that's just it. That's what you do. And it's not like they didn't have the money; they just didn't
Oh yeah,
see the need in doing that.
the need, yeah. And look at
Yeah.
you
So when
now,
I got old enough
always one.
and could sustain myself and have a little bit of extra money, then yeah, I went shoe crazy. And so my
Oh yeah,
youngest daughter, I tried to get her on that train, but that generation, they like, their whole thing was Vans at the time. Like when she was in school, she just wanted to get Vans. That was it. And then she would get them all scuffed up, but they look really cool. And that was their thing. And I
yes.
was
Oh
like,
my
I could not
dude.
understand why you don't want these Jordans. Like they're Jordans.
Yes.
You have to have those. And it's like, no, this is what I like. And I mean, I was basically doing the same thing to her that they kind of did to me. It was
Yeah.
like, I don't understand why you don't like this. I'm going to force you to get it instead of just saying,
Oh yeah.
let you get what you want. So
Cause
by the time she was a sophomore,
and
it
don't.
was like, just here, we're going to go and you pick out whatever you want and I'll just pay for it. And
Yeah.
I have no opinion on it. I'm not going to say shit about it. And we worked it out with that. But early on, it was like,
Yeah.
oh, you're going to get it. We're like fighting in the store. Put the fucking Jordans on.
Oh
Get
yeah.
them on.
I know. Like them damn Vans be having holes and shit all in them. I'm like, if you don't throw them joints in the trash, like people gonna think you
Yeah.
homeless. Like I It's so funny that you say that because I cannot even like when I mean, come on now. Like when new school year, you remember when we were kids, we would get our new shoes, we would get our new clothes. Like, man, it got to the point where with Kayla, I just said, fuck it, I ain't buying you nothing. I mean, because she doesn't wear it. So, I mean, I was like, I stopped buying her shoes. And I want to say, because Kayla graduated early. So, out throughout her whole high school year, I think Kayla only had like two pair of shoes.
Man,
And they look
yeah.
terrible. They look like somebody ran over them. There were times that Kayla would leave them outside so they can get rained on. I lost my shit when I saw her do that because I was like, "Why are you doing that?" And apparently, that is their new thing now: is to make them. I mean, because you can. I'm sure you probably. I mean, nah. I said one day I was gonna take a picture because it's a fucking shame how my shoes look. My shoes look immaculate. Like immaculate. You hear me? I mean, like damn near to where the bottom of the feet you can't even like the where you're walking
Yeah.
on and shit. I am. I'm so fucking like when it comes to my Nikes and shit, especially those fly nets. Oh my god!
Well, they're
Like
$200 shoes,
I don't
so
wear.
it's like, yeah, you
Yes.
gotta be
Oh
careful with
yeah.
them. I think they talk about me at
Oh
work
yeah.
too because I have all of these shoes, and I really only get to wear them to work. I don't go places, especially now.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, man, those shoes,
Hmm.
like, are those new shoes? I'm like, yeah, no, I got these last year. I think I wore them like twice a pair. It's like, man, you have so many pair of shoes, like you never walk on them, and I really don't.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I hear you on that one. I don't. I have. I now I feel like I'm shifting away from Nike just because people made such a stink about how many Nikes I'd have. Like I damn near get made fun of about because I love fly knits. I love fly knits. I even learned how to waterproof them. To where like I don't know. It seems like when I waterproof them, it protects them from getting dirty and it helps it keep that shape.
Yeah,
The shape that it get
yeah,
yeah. So I got made fun of so much. So guess what? Now I buy the new Adidas. What are those
the
Adidas
boost.
called? The NM like the yeah. There you go. The Adidas Boost. Yeah, there you go. And I definitely don't wear them anywhere. I used to wear them really cute with really cute scrubs and shit until it took one day for a patient to throw
Oh
up on my
no,
shoes for me to
no.
never, 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 never wear a pair. I threw them shoes in the trash. A brand new pair of like Nike Shox. Those are my favorite shoes to wear in scrubs. Because it's leather. It got the support. I can walk, run all day in them joints, and my feet will be fine. And one day I was helping a patient, and he threw up, and yeah. But you know what? It wasn't. I was upset and I was angry until I realized that the other nurse who was assisting me, he threw up and he also had a
Oh
colostomy
wow.
bag.
So you really got the best of it.
He threw up, but wait a minute. Yes, I actually got the best of it because check this out. He threw up on me, and I guess by him leaning over, um, people don't. I don't know if people know this, but colostomy bags when they pass gas, that it blows up
Yep.
like a balloon, right? So he leaned over, and the nurse that was on his side, shit exploded all over her. And I was like, so basically, we were smelling shit and throw up. So yeah, luckily we were. This is when I was doing an internship at Parkland. Um, Luckily, they sent us down to the surgical unit and gave us some of them surgical scrubs. They were
Yeah.
paper thin, but man, yeah. So I learned that day never to wear no expensive ass shocks, those Grey's Anatomy scrubs or whatever. Because I think I did throw them scrubs in the trash. Them scrubs are like $60, $70
Yeah.
a piece. I was like, nah, I
I
ain't doing
still
that no
got
more.
some I haven't
But
worn because we
yeah,
transitioned into
I mean,
like the branded scrubs when they finally branded our clinic. So I had just gotten
uh
some. So
huh.
I probably have like 6 sets of Grey's Anatomy that I hadn't worn. They still in plastic.
Oh yeah, it's just it's
They're
just
so
ridiculous.
quality. I mean,
So
they're so high quality though. They last forever. They
oh
last for
yeah,
years and
yeah,
years and years. You can wash them like, and they never get old. It takes a
yeah.
long time for them to break down.
Exactly. And I kind of hate that I've lost some weight because I had a professional. I was supposed to take like a professional photo, and I tried them on, and I looked like I was wearing a potato sack. So I had to. I'm not happy. I'm not happy about that. It's like, and CJ was like, "Well, do you want to gain the weight back?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna get them altered or something like that. I don't know, but bro, we've gotten way the fuck off
I know.
subject. I
I
don't
was
even
just
know what
gonna
the
say, yeah,
subject
you
was.
don't have to call this episode random shooting the shits.
Random rant, like why? I don't know, but why? I don't know. But you know what? I've been going to a lot of I've been going to a lot of the classes and these little pod fests and things, and they say that these are the best conversations that people really do need to get away from the interviews because nobody gives a shit. I mean, I don't know, they just want to hear people talk, which is kind of crazy
I
because
mean, them the ones that I listen to, like the ones
yeah,
that I really enjoy. Like I still listen to some of the interview ones, just depending on who it is that gets interviewed. But it's podcasts that I listen to no matter
yeah,
what, and it's like 3 hours
yeah,
straight of just them talking and shooting the shit, and they'll have like a little.
yeah.
They have a format of subjects that they're going to touch on, but man,
Hmm.
they're all over the place. They're talking about shit. One thing leads to another thing, and it's like, but those are the best ones.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. Oh, and by the way, well, never mind. I did tell you, but I'm just gonna make an announcement. So I finally got on iTunes. I mean, Ro claims it wasn't that hard. It's not supposed to be as hard, but I think Ro, you know how Ro, he always gotta, make me feel
You ain't did shit.
like I did shit. Nigga, it took me 2 days, like 2 days of going back and forth with Apple because I mean, which I understand. Apple they don't play, so I had to go through this kind of clearance type
Yeah.
situation, and they finally went ahead and gave me the green light, so I'm on there. But I need to clean it up because I don't know if you looked at it, but it doesn't look very,
Like the page.
I don't know. Like the page, yes, I need to gosh, what am I trying to say? I need to edit how it looks. Cuz I try to section everything in when it's all of us, when it says one-on-one, when it's random rants, when it's girl talk. That's how I did, and but it honestly it doesn't look as clean as I thought it would look when it's on the Apple
Yeah.
platform. So I'm gonna have to log on and figure out a way to change that.
Man, you
But
only been doing it for what,
as a
about a
matter of fact,
month?
I'm gonna try to. It's only no, dude. It's barely been two
Exactly.
weeks.
So
So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna send a link to the group chat and see if anybody wants to jump on. Because I know Misha says she might, but you already know I wasn't pressuring her because I'm like, dude, we'll have things set up at
well, you
3,
know what? We almost got a
and she'll
kill
log
last
on
time,
at
so I'm not even pressing her anymore about jumping on the thing because I could. It's funny because talking about it with her later on, I could picture her face sitting there looking like, "Hey man, it's not what you think, and it's not supposed to be funny, but it is."
Did you listen to the last episode with because I actually got the chance to listen. I heard it live, but it's like when you re-listen to when that happened, I cracked up but she did tell me, she said it was because she told him that it was all of us. He only
Yeah.
heard one person
Oh,
talking.
say
Oh
man,
God,
she
I
was texting
can't.
me like in between, man. I was dying over here.
I couldn't even. I had to mute myself because I didn't want y'all to hear me laughing. In my mind, I was like, well, what the fuck you want me to say? She was like, say something, bitch. Because all you hear is Ro. And Ro was on there talking about his feelings, I guess, apparently, or
Oh
something.
man,
Oh my God, I'm crying. Let me stop. Made me mess up my makeup. But oh my God, that was that was funny. I don't I don't understand it. But yeah, I'm so glad that I had that kind of disclaimer with CJ because I just told him, I said, look, when I tell you I'm recording, don't walk in and you might not even want to listen. But I mean, I think he might have listened and just hasn't told me. But he already told us. I mean, he already said that he's not sweating anything. Like, I mean, he hasn't, and I think that's good because if not, we probably have to end this little podcast thing pretty. Yeah, because and it's so funny. I mean, I think I've also told you how I've had people who listen and they have they have things to say about you, or they'll have things to say about Ro just based on our interactions and listening. And I find that funny because they have no idea, like
But
absolutely no idea. Like you don't
that's
know.
how it is,
Yeah.
though.
Anyways, go
I
ahead.
mean, that's how it is when you listen to
Yeah.
different podcasts. Just in general, man. When you watching Love and Hip Hop and whatever, just anything, any kind of interactions with people that you're looking at, you start making these assumptions or you start forming these
Yeah.
opinions about what you think is what it really is, or no, it's not like that.
Mhm.
Whatever, man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Exactly. And I I've never watched Love and Hip Hop, so I don't even know what you're talking
You
about.
should get
But
into it, man. It's very entertaining.
man, I mean, I know they produced Cardi B. That's all I know.
Man, she was kind of her own thing.
Yeah.
She really was her own thing. Like it was such a
Yeah. It was just it was just a clusterfuck. Yeah. But nah, man, I crack up because my my ex, I won't say which one, listened to it and it was so funny. He was like, I really don't like how Ro talks to you, man. I don't like that. And I was like,
whoa, man.
and I was just like, yeah. I was like, he's like, I don't feel like, it's very disrespectful. He keeps interrupting you, and I don't like that shit. Like, he was literally getting upset. And I was just like, dude, whatever. I'm not tripping off for real. I mean, yeah, he can go on and talk his shit or whatever. But yeah, my one of my exes definitely said he was like, I don't like Ro. He was like, whenever Ro's on there, you need to disclaim it because I'm not
Oh,
gonna listen.
that's
I'm like, man,
terrible, bro.
yeah. I'm like, seriously? But I mean, he basically said that he feels like Ro was being, disrespectful. But it's very, I don't, I don't get offended or disrespected or
Um,
really embarrassed very easily because I feel that in order for me to feel disrespected by you, I have to have some type of feeling of love for you. Like now, CJ, yes, that's a different story. There's times that I have felt disrespected by CJ, or whatnot, but that's because that's my husband. That's
yeah.
that's who I love. Or well, my mom, I learned not to even matter. I mean, not to say not to even matter, but not to get so upset because that's a whole nother subject within itself. But like, it's hard to really upset me.
I
I don't
think
know.
I
What
think
do you
with
think?
Ro, man, like it's the way the conversation is, and it's the because of the way each of your personalities are, and it just
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Each of whose? Are you saying I have multiple, or are you saying each of
no,
ours?
your personality
Okay.
and Ro's personality.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Hmm.
You're gonna get that natural conflict, but that's what makes it funny. That's why it's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope he doesn't ever take offense
Oh
to
no,
anything,
no,
but
I
I
can't
doubt
see it.
he'll. Yeah.
I can't see it at all.
Yeah, bro. And if it was, he'd never fucking admit it. Like that's why I was like when I don't even ask him questions anymore because he's been doing a podcast for quite a while. I've looked at his shit. I've watched his little films and everything. And I'm not saying little to it's just that his films are mostly short films,
Yeah,
I believe,
yeah.
right? So yeah, bro, don't be thinking I'm saying your shit ain't shit. I just said
Like,
I should have
chill out,
said
bro.
short
Chill out.
film.
She meant short
I know,
film.
right? I made short film. I made short film. But yeah, but one thing I could definitely say for Ro, if it wasn't for Ro, I probably would not have jumped on it because he just kind of was like, Erica, just literally log on, download Anchor, and just send a link and be done with it because I have been procrastinating on this crap so long. I was listening to other podcasts. I was speaking on other podcasts. And, after I would speak on them, people were like, man, you really should do your own. And I used to be like, y'all just saying that shit. I'm like, nobody want to listen to me. But when that first episode launched, I was just like, wow, that was crazy. Like, I think like 60, it has 60 plays, if I'm not mistaken, in the first week. And people were listening to 45 minutes of it. And I think the whole thing was like 60 minutes. So that's pretty damn good. I mean, they said that was the average playtime. So, yeah. So I guess I need Ro to continue to bicker with me then, man. Because, I don't know. We might need to start an argument just for the hell of it. But
it's very natural. Y'all don't have to manufacture
it's natural. Nothing is forced. Nothing is forced. Because, boy, that Malcolm and Marie joint, that shit was intense. You hear me? Like, it was.
And the irony being,
it was crazy.
He ain't even seen the fucking movie.
That's what, like, let me tell you something. When I was, it was hard. It was hard sitting through it, and it was hard listening to it, because I had to edit some of it. I only edit like a few pieces of it. But I would be so drained listening to me and him talk, because it's like, there were times that me and Ro were in agreement and he wouldn't even fucking realize it. And I'm just like, dude, I was like, I'm done talking. Nigga, you just gonna sit here and fucking argue for the sake of arguing? Like, I don't know, man. It was very, very draining, to say the least. But it was a very good conversation, because I think he finally did watch it. I meant to catch his live, but I guess his Facebook live didn't go, so he did something, the Twitch thing, which I still don't know what Twitch is, to be honest with you. That's like, I feel like a boomer, but I don't know what the fuck Twitch is. Like, what?
It's just another.
It sounds too close to Twitter.
It's another streaming type deal or whatever, where you can upload and people can watch live and whatever. It's what Facebook ripped off to do Facebook Live. Like, it's.
Oh, yeah. Facebook is trying to rip off everybody.
They all just eat. They all just eat off each other and absorb smaller social media apps and incorporate all their technology, and then they knock them off. So that's
well, I said that I was going to do my best to stay off Facebook, because I don't like how Facebook keeps fucking censoring me. Like, I've never experienced it, and I used to sit back and be like, man, people are lying. Facebook ain't deleting y'all shit. Boy, I don't even upload anything, because everything that I've said, like in regards to, like, I uploaded a post saying, hey, if you have a health condition, call Encore. They're not supposed to disconnect you. They deleted that. I'm like, why did you? Yes. I was like, why did they delete that? Why? If I upload something with me talking, they mute me. And I'm like, okay, like, what part? I felt like Donald Trump.
You're on the list.
I'm on the list. I'm like, I couldn't say anything. I couldn't. They was knocking me down. But yeah. Well, I guess everybody else is still asleep. But anyways, I'm trying to think. Was there anything else? First,
all the way down. Like,
is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I'm good, man. You know me.
You ready to go?
It's just like you ready to go. I mean, I know you got to get on the road and go get some ice cream and shit, so I don't want to hold you up from that.
Man,
you better go get that ice cream.
Listen, between me and you, I am not getting no.
I mean, you gonna get that ice cream.
I'm not getting that. These kids are spoiled rotten, but I will get the ice cream. I will, but I ain't getting it. Yeah. I'm trying to let this ice completely melt before I leave, because I'm looking at my truck, and I still got a little bit of ice on it. Have you been out at all?
Other than yesterday, like today, it wasn't as bad. Early this morning, it was, just because like whatever was wet last night, it refroze overnight. But I mean, like right now, I'm just sitting there waiting. I'm looking at the time, waiting until about 3:00, and then I'm gonna order some Uber Eats, because I hadn't been able to get it, and I'm addicted to Uber Eats.
Bro, let me tell you, I'm not addicted to food, but I will tell you, Uber Eats is everything, and they got like a 30% off code, I think, going on right now. Yes, so I have to order my 3 items. Like, I have to. It's like, I hate that I'm that person that when I get a coupon, I don't give a fuck how much I spend. I got I gotta use that coupon, man. There's no way. Fuck, like Erica, you literally spent $100 to get free shipping. Like, why did you do that? I don't care. I like free stuff, man. That's why I have so much stuff. I have so much things. I don't know if your daughter wears makeup or she's into skincare, but if she is, tell her to look at my blog because I have so much stuff to give away. Like so much stuff because, I've been I get a lot of stuff to test out and they send me so much of it and I'm just like I just put it in a container and I said I was gonna start giving this shit away. But CJ hates it because he feels like I hoard things, and I'm like, nah. Eventually, I get rid of it. Eventually, eventually, the shit
I
leaves.
could
But
just
right
see that
now,
you probably have
it's all
one
here.
room in the house. It's just a warehouse, just full of boxes.
It is. It is. Today, I planned on uploading a live because a friend of mine, he always jokes that when he calls me, he always hears me moving around stuff. It's like I'm a pack rat. He'll hear me moving around things, and it's kind of therapeutic for me at night. Like I just start resorting, organizing, saying, okay, I want to keep this. I'm gonna give this away. I have so much stuff. It's just, yeah, you gotta pray for CJ. I have one room just full of stuff, just full of shit. And my excuse is that I didn't pay for any of it. It's all free.
Well, I mean, you don't have to hold on
CJ ain't
to
trying
it.
to hear this shit.
You don't necessarily have to hold on to it just because you didn't pay for it.
I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Fine, whatever, man. Whatever.
Nah, but I will. I mean, I will. I definitely plan on giving this stuff away, but not right now. I got to figure out which stuff I'm gonna keep. And another reason why I got to start giving away because Kayla be stealing so much of my stuff. This girl has no idea how lucky she is to have a mom like me that gets so much stuff for free. But she'll find out in a minute because sometimes I be getting tired of her. I'm like, you know what? I'm not giving you anything else. They don't appreciate nothing.
Last. What's that, like
you don't think so?
Two. You say that. You drop the shit off to her.
All right, come on. All right, here, take this. You can have it. No, but no, I've kind of gotten tougher because I think it's CJ because it's gotten to the point where my kids are damn near disrespectful to me. So I have to say I have gotten a little bit tougher with my kids because, man, these kids they would manhandle me like a motherfucker, and I'd be like, "All right, baby, here, come on, let's go shopping. Mommy bought you a surprise." And CJ's like, "Why are you doing this?" Like Jackson, I don't know. I think it's because people claim it's because Jackson is the baby. And I say it's not because Jackson is the baby. It's because Jackson is my boy. I don't have I've always wanted a son. And Jackson he's my son. I get dude, Jackson has a Nintendo Switch. He knows how to, he even has that new Bowser. I don't even know what this stuff is, but he has it. Like whatever comes out, because he's obsessed with Mario, and I just love it. I just love it. I get him all kinds of Mario shit. Now, the only thing I can't stand is Jackson is not a huge fan of Nike. He likes Vans. And I'm just like, bro, you lost me. Like, I wanted my son
to get on the wave.
To be wearing Nike.
You gotta get on the wave, man. Vans got some stuff, like just the different colors and shit. Hold on, what are we doing? Wait a minute. What are we doing?
Hey, check this out. I have braces. So I have to brush my teeth at least every.
Man. All right, so that's it for the pod today. Y'all stay tuned.
No,
to the next pod.
Keep talking. I'm almost done. I am. No, don't do
it. Brush the damn teeth.
Hey, but yo, check this out. I'm laughing my ass off because I have like a electronic toothbrush but it sounds like it's vibrating on the phone.
Let's not do that one.
See, I call myself doing the regular one, but these damn metal brackets, these industrial wires and shit in my mouth. I guess you heard it. Damn.
Can't believe you sometimes, man. I'm like, what the hell? And then try to breeze by. She asked me a question. Yeah, so what do you think about it?
myself, no, but keep going with the question. Keep going.
I'm good. I think it's been an
listen.
hour. Erica, we done.
It has been an hour. Yeah, no. All right. Well, I might as well get my like my brother. I was on the phone with my brother, and he was talking to me about something, and then all of a sudden I let the electric go off. Here, I'm gonna let you listen. I'm not gonna use it, I promise. But listen. Do you hear that?
Hell no.
Look, he's like, but so okay. So check this out. Can you imagine it being in my mouth? Brent, my brother was like, he was like, Erica, what the fuck is you doing? And I was like, oh shit, I didn't know you could hear me. I'm brushing my teeth. He's like, with a vibrator. I was like, look, I have braces. You got to make sure you brush because, man, I don't want no white. You know, when people get their braces off, they got the white spots and stuff. I don't want that. So I'm very obsessive with. I brush my teeth after every drink, after every time I eat. Like I don't
That's
play.
what you're supposed to do.
I don't play about my teeth.
Yeah,
that's what you're supposed to do.
People do it.
But I mean, I can definitely tell you because Kayla does it. Well, Kayla has started because boy, her orthodontist let her have it that last time he cleaned. He found chicken, all kinds of shit in Kayla's braces. And I was like in the next stall because me and her both have braces. I got braces because my teeth, with me being sick, I can do a whole podcast on my fucking illnesses and shit. But anyways, it caused my teeth to shift. Like, I guess, I don't know if it's kind of like weight loss or nutrition. When you become deficient in shit, things that your calcium, your bones soften. So my teeth were all coming forward. That was why I got braces. And then Kayla just happened to be with me, and they kind of gave me her braces for like almost half off. So anyway, so when we go to our orthodontist appointments, I'll be in one stall and Kayla's usually in the other. But yes, I was listening to that orthodontist pull stuff out of Kayla's mouth, and I was cracking my ass up like, wow. I be telling her ass, brush them damn teeth. So now she brushes them because it was kind of embarrassing. Because he pulled out chicken. And I swear to God, I think chicken was like last night's dinner. I was like, how the fuck you still got chicken in your mouth? Because it was morning. That's why we knew it wasn't. I mean, unless we went to Chick-fil-A, which we didn't go to Chick-fil-A that morning. But yeah, it was hilarious to hear Kayla getting fussed out. He was like, sir, because my orthodontist, he goes so hard that he's like, if you're not taking care of it, what he'll do is he'll take your wires out and make you, so by you taking your wires out, all you're doing is prolonging your treatment. But needless to say, she brushes her teeth now. So yeah. But anywho, but yeah, I guess I'll let you go. It's 12:05. I'm supposed to be leaving, and I have no. I should probably get dressed and not leave because it's like 40 degrees outside. So, and I'll make sure to edit this out. Nobody needs to know this, but I might have to send it someone to edit. This is too much editing, dude.
I mean, you just gotta cut here and there. I don't think it's a whole lot you gotta cut, but it's some stuff you're gonna have to cut out of there.
Okay, cool. Well, all right. Well, tell your dad I said hi.